talk truck training here. And just to let you know, there is no shortcut to training. And the reason this has come about, there is all kinds of things happening in the industry regarding training. A lot of it stems, well, it was going on before, but it's really stemmed from Humboldt. And so we're hoping that this really, as much as it's a bad situation for everybody, we hope that we all kind of learn something and get this industry to where it needs to be and where it should be, because it's been a good industry to many of us. So we need to certainly look at that. So in this episode here, we're going to be talking training. We're going to be talking the Humboldt crash. We'll be talking melt. We'll be talking a whole bunch of other stuff. And I hope you can stay with us here. I just want to make one point of training, though, that there is no shortcut. And I have seen comments on social media and stuff like that where people say, you know, is 3 weeks of training enough? That is insane. There is no way that 3 weeks training is enough. I tell you what, all the good certified schools that the ones that we support here on the show are all at 200 hours of training. Melt is at 103. I don't think that's enough. It depends how it's focused, depends who it is. But again, 3 weeks of training is not really enough. Yeah, you might do 103 hours, but it depends how that 103 hours was laid out. If it was 103 hours from the time you signed in, you had 4 other people in the truck and blah, 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 then that's not enough training. If it's 103 hours of focused training just on you in a 3-week period, that might be enough to get you to the point where you can go for your license. It certainly is not making you a professional driver. So do not get into the trap of saying, well, I want to get my license in minimal time. You want to get a quality program. And the best place to start is go talk to a carrier and say, who do you support? Where do you support their programs from? And that way it's going to give you a good idea of where you should be looking and the kind of training that you need. So don't be fooled by quick training. There's been all kinds of stats, not stats here, but all kinds of things going around. We're going to talk about Humboldt in this episode here on the podcast. And if you want to make sure that you are getting good training, if you're not sure what a good training school is, then you need to do some investigation into what makes a good school. And we're going to talk about that later. So join us on the podcast, and we'll be back.